Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today I've got an awesome must-have device to carry you into your lawn mowing season. For me anyway, I used it for a lawnmower, but you can use it for vehicles if you wanted to, because this is a GB40 model Boost Plus jump starter. This is a battery jump starter, 1000 amp battery charger. It's got two LEDs on the front. We're going to get into this stuff, but I want to make sure I covered the bases on spilling out some of the facts off the box so you know kind of what you're getting. But it's for engines 6.0 liter and 3.0 liter diesel engines. So I used it for the lawnmower, like I said, and it worked geniusly. But it's got an in and out USB, micro USB will charge it, USB out for charging your personal devices and stuff like that. It also has like a non-spark thing, like you can't spark the things together, the jaws together once you got them connected. So that's cool, a little protection there from it. But it's a lithium battery in here, which is a huge plus because it'll hold its charge for like something like 9 months or so. So you can charge it up, leave it in your trunk or something like that. If you ever need it, run across somebody that needs a jump start, you've got one here. But yeah, this is the box. Basically you slide the box out, it's nestled on the inside, and the cable's 3 hours or something like that to charge it up from scratch, 3 to 5 hours, something like that. But yeah, this is a beautiful thing. And this name brand here, NOCO Genius Boost Plus, NOCO's been around for like ever and a day, and they are proud to advertise that since like 1914. So this is a leading brand, and full disclosure, they sent this to me for free to review, which I was glad to take this because I knew right offhand, I was like, I have so many issues with my lawnmower every season. And yes, I have a battery tender. Before people leave comments below, I'm just too lazy, I guess, at the end of the mowing season to take the battery out, bring it inside, and plug it up to the battery tender. But that's what you're supposed to do. But if you're like me and you don't do that, this little guy, it's expensive though, so right up front on Amazon, I think it's 93 bucks. They sell it on their website for more, but the Amazon, if it's cheaper, go that route. But it's for car and truck. So yeah, you kind of got a sense of what it is. Let's see what it looks like and what you get with it. Now I already have it in the pouch because I've used it, and it's kind of in this thing here, which is a kind of a messy storage thing, and there's no kind of clasp to hold this still. Most little zip tie bags or something like that may have one of those spring-loaded things that'll stop it from opening. You know what I'm talking about. Now this doesn't have that. I wish it did, because over time there's no doubt that will just work its way out of there. And for the price you're paying, 93 bucks, 100 something bucks, it would be nice if it came with like a super cheap, it could be super cheap, just as long as it stays closed and latched, plastic little hard case or something for this to fit into. That's I'll tell you right now, that's my only gripe and complaint, is the storage bag that it comes in. But other than that, it's fabulous. So let's look at what you get. Of course, you get this battery boost here, the Genius Boost, like that. It's got a little battery power button there. You can check its situation over here, where there's 100%, 75, all the way down to 25%. Cool thing is the LED lights. Look at this. You got different, I think 3 different dim settings. Yeah, you can see when it gets on the lowest settings how that flickers in the light there. It's totally normal for stuff like this, for diodes to do that. Once they get on their lowest dimmable setting, they'll flicker a little bit in the camera, and you can sort of barely see it with the naked eye, but no, it ain't nothing to worry about. But yeah, there's your hazard flashes, so you could actually just, if you have car trouble, you could set this up on traffic, pointing at traffic, let them know that. Here is the USB in, so this will be a micro USB port here. I like these port covers here. They do a really good job of staying on there and keeping moisture and stuff like that out. So if you are like on an ATV trail or carrying this with you, that's a huge plus. And that's another reason why I wish it came with like a little hard case, because you could just chunk this into like a if you're on a Polaris RZR or some kind of side-by-side or something like that, you could just have it in a nice case and not have to worry with it with this drawstring that doesn't clasp itself closed. Yeah, you probably have to worry with it coming out and all the stuff in it. But the USB out there is just standard USB to charge your device. And here is where the jumper cables will go into, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Some charging facts on the back. The USB input, it can handle a 2.1 amp, which is a quick charge, and a USB out, it will quick charge your device. It does 2.1 amps out, 12 volt output, 1000 max, and then you get polarity, plus minus, red and black, of course. So yeah, that's cool. It's IP65 rated, lithium, which is a huge plus with these things. If it wasn't lithium, there's no way in hell I would have that nowadays. Everything has to be lithium. Get that into your brain. Lithium is the only way to go with batteries. They stay charged forever, and they last forever, and they can handle like not having to drain them and deplete them all the way out and then charge them back again. They can handle those little charges and fluctuations and stuff. They're just the most reliable battery that we really have. You get a car adapter, so that's a good thing. So if you're on a road trip, you can charge that the entire time. And let's look at the charging cable itself. It does come with a shield, which is a good thing. If you don't know anything about these shields, these are magnetic shieldings to, I don't know exactly. I knew at one point how they worked because they were common on devices a while back, but now you don't really see them because a lot of the internals have built-in things. So it kind of, if they have this on here, you may want to just use this device for warranty's sake, for longevity's sake of the battery. They have this shield on here for a reason. So maybe it's just them being super cautious, but I would feel like I would have to use this cable. And then, of course, the star of the show is the charging cables itself. And you're probably looking at this going, my God, that's a short cable. This has cover, it's off, but the cover's there. That's fine because this is portable. There's no longer connecting this to another battery, another vehicle next to you or something like that. So you don't need that long. And this worked out fabulous. This has got a super good grip. These in itself, if these were on a set of standard jumper cables, I'd be like, well, that's a premium jumper cable. And that's what you feel like. You feel like these are premium little jaws on these guys. But let's talk about my experience with this now, because I'll go ahead and show you right quick but it just plugs into here, and you really can't confuse the two because one's circle on one side and one's a square on the other. So there's only one way that this can go into there, so you're not going to cross the streams. So anyway, every season, at the beginning of the season, I normally have to pull my vehicle out to my shed or take the battery out and fiddle fart around with that forever to get the thing started. I don't look forward to the beginning of the season, and every year I kick myself where I'm dealing with the battery issue. Why didn't I just put this on the battery tender that I own, for crying out loud? It's one of those things that you just mean to do, and you're so happy mowing season's over, for me in my case. But anyway, I went out to the shed, opened it up, and it's always a fearful thing. Every time I go out at the beginning of every yard season, spring, I go out to the shed and I open it and I'm like, all right, what's out here? Is it snakes, spiders, moles running around? That's happened before. So I open it, take my tarp off the mower that's inside, and little mice go everywhere. There's like 3 of them in there. One's like a red-headed mouse, and then the other ones are 2 just standard like field rats or whatever. But they're running around everywhere, so I have to deal with those things. I go get some sticky traps and put those out in there. And anyway, after me prancing around like a full-grown 12-year-old girl, I finally get the mower ready, and of course I turn the key, it doesn't start. It's just totally dead. So I'm like, all right, this is perfect timing. I knew it was going to happen because it does it at the beginning of every season. So I pulled out these guys, stuck it on there, and this works great because I was able to lay the hood down, and right when I lay the hood of the mower down, this is sticking out, and this kind of sits right up on top, and I'm sitting in my seat, and I can see this just fine to push the power. And I'm going to push that power button there and give it 5 seconds or so, and I can hear it working. It knows it's connected to a battery, and I hear like this little charging, clicking sounds going on in here. First time I crank it, dude, it cranked just like I had a brand new battery on there. It started right up perfect. Fabulous. It's never done that at the beginning of the season before. Never. So I know that this is the reason. And I think you can get up to 20 jump starts off one charge of this. And being that lithium battery in here, you can keep this for a while, for a long time. Like, I'll probably charge it again before next mowing time, but I probably won't have to do it again for the rest of the year in my case. Now, the next time I go out there, the battery may be dead again, and I just pull this out and stick it on there and go. But 20 times, I won't have to do it again until the next mowing season, charging this thing up. And I'm going to definitely keep this in my car, too, because I've had in the past somebody like, hey, man, you got any jumper cables? I'm like, no, I've got this guy. And that's safer, too, because if you got your car pulled over there, your hood up, and you're messing in and out of your doors, you don't even have to do that. You can just leave your car locked, walk to the person, and be like, I've got this. So it's a little safer feeling, too, if you're helping somebody you don't know out. But the one time that I did use it was the crucial time. And I waited. I've had this for a month, and I waited for this one moment to do this yard work. And it's genius. It says it right there on the front. It worked great. I highly recommend this. This is one of the better things that I've ever received. So this, I can't really say enough about it. It's an awesome thing. So thanks a lot, NOCO, for sending me this guy. It's definitely going to come in good hands here. Also, it's got like little feet on the bottom. So say whatever you're sitting it on is kind of dewy or wet or something like that. It should barely keep it up out of maybe some moisture or something like that. And also, before I forget, it's UltraSafe. Like, they've slapped safe all over everything, so that you know that if you got this plugged up and you got some little kid like he, nothing's gonna happen. Supposedly, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna try that. It's got SOS flashes on it if you've got road troubles and stuff. So all in all, this goes great in your road kit, and I highly suggest people that you get a road kit. If you don't have one, you're gonna need one at some point in your life. I promise. I have. So this has been Isaiah's Reviews, reviewing the NOCO GB40 1000 amp jump start lithium battery. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share me to all your social sites. It gets me to places I can't get to my own. I appreciate it. See ya.